About coming from Greek users is the one that was asked before about you're expecting it, the Greek translation.
The Greek translation.
So you told us before that we're missing some 2,000 copies short to reach the threshold.
Yeah, and basically the piracy rate in Greece on our title is just below 80%.
Yeah, it's huge.
That's very high. And you know, I'm not saying, and I have to be very clear about this, that I'm not saying that every person who pirates the game should go out and buy it. Because one pirated game does not equal one lost sale. We're not stupid, so we're well aware of that. All we're asking is for a couple of thousand people who play the game every year, year in, year out, who play it for hundreds of hours. The average amount of time someone spends playing Football Manager 09, according to Steam, is 240 hours. So how can anyone say that's not good value for money? So those people have been pirating it, they've got jobs, they've got money. Go out and buy it this year, because if we get another 2,000 sales in Greece, we will do the Greek language next year.
We in our forums have strict policies against pirating.
I know you do.
We promote it as much as we can.
I know that you're an affiliate to us, and obviously working
in my profession, I'm a software engineer, so I can understand.
And you know, we're not asking for much. We're not asking for everyone to go out and buy it. It's let's get that rate down between 5 and 10%.
Yes.
And Greece isn't the only country that has the problem. So, you know, again, I made that clear in the press conference. We've got the same issue in Turkey, and you might have seen, I've been working directly with Omar, our Turkish head researcher, talking to their community, getting a petition. We had a petition in Turkey for people who said that they would go and buy the game. In return, 9,400 people in Turkey said that they would buy the game. I set them a target of 10,000 sales in Turkey to get the Turkish language. Okay, 9,400 signed a petition to say they play it, and that's why the Turkish Quick Start was in the Strawberry demo this year. Because you know, they've made a commitment. The piracy rate in Turkey is way worse than it is in Greece, by the way. It's much higher. So we're trying to get that down as well. And you know, if we can get it to those right levels, it's kind of, we will reward people for going out and doing this. I feel really sorry for all the people in Greece who do go and buy it every year, who want that extra language. But if they encourage their friends to do it, then we will.
It's important to understand that they can help this. They can help you to make the Greek.
It's completely in the hands of the people of Greece.
That's what we're trying to do in FM Greece.
Fantastic, thank you.
To make them understand this.
May I ask a question about the same issue? I'm sorry, do you mean by buying the game, buy it from Greece or any buy?
The only
from
stat,
the internet or
the only stat that
any
I
other?
get to see is people who have who are playing the game in a particular country. So I'm sitting here in Greece. We're at a Jacobson event. Of course, I want people to buy the game in Greece. Mm-hmm. And if we were to do the Greek language, it would only be in the Greek version of the game. You know, there would be a Greek SKU that would have the Greek language in it. So you would only be able to buy that in Greece. But the figure that I'm interested in,
and that's why I'm asking the question, because right now many have the opportunity to go over the internet and just buy it from any other.
And that registers
country.
That registers in my stats as someone playing the game in Greece.
Oh.
How do you do it technically?
Well,
from the
we used to do it from the old authentication system.
Okay.
What we have this year, and last year we had data collection as well as that. Some of that software is still there. Some of it is still part of the code, although we aren't using it to authenticate. Unless someone turns it off themselves in the preferences screen, it will tell us the country that they're playing in and whether they have a legitimate or a pirated version of the game.
Okay, fine. So Big Brother is watching you.
I can't tell who the person is. I can only tell which country they're in.
Okay, that was a joke. No
but people do accuse us of that. We need to know in which country we're selling games so that we're able to make decisions about things like this. We also, we collected hardware stats last year, and again we'll do so unless people turn it off in the preferences, which they can do. And that has helped us steer some of the features for the new game, such as the optimization, such as customizable columns, which customizable columns is a massive innovation this year. I know it might not seem it to the users. It's taken 2 years.
Many people that don't play FML are not used to.
See, the FML system is very different.
For my eyes, it was just what I wanted now.
We both play FML and we like the interface pretty much.
Yeah, completely good. That's coded very differently in FML to the way it is in FM10. So, it's a different platform layers, unfortunately.
So now, 3 questions submitted by users.
Okay.
Do you plan to completely remove the 2D view as
2D view?
Yeah, as 3D progresses?
No.
It will always be there.
We've still got highlights there. You can still have text only if you want. So no, there's no plans to remove anything. The only thing that got removed from the game, there are 2 things that have been removed from the game over the years. One is complaining about referees, which we were asked to do for legal reasons. The other one was the selecting X out of Y attributes, which got removed by mistake. And when I turned around this year and said it would be really nice if that came back, or actually I've just thought of a third, it'd be really nice if that came back, the coder turned around to me and said, we haven't taken it out. And I went, yeah, you have. And he went and had a look and just was like, right, okay, it's back. The other one that got taken out that's now back is sending players to the reserve squad until fit. And that was also taken out by accident. So it's back this year.
It's a nice feature.
Yeah, it is. It's cool.
So, a frustrated user asks, when do you plan to move the crossing attribute to the attacking section? Can't you see it has nothing to do with set pieces?
Well, it kind of does have stuff to do with set pieces, because if you're taking free kicks, there are different types of free kick that you could take. So, does it really matter? Do we need to have that? Do we need to have it there twice? And remember, he can set up his own views now, so it could be there on any screens that he wanted.
He's able to configure it.